Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request. Ooh,
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bar... Ah, right.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit...
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The no...
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyric goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue, together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself,
Oh, Zhongli.
but as I began to was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of... Indeed I was. That's right.
So you mean that if...
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing the...
In the end, take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made effort. Credit is also due to Senor. This meant I could remain. All of these things turned out I had expected them to do. They seized the opportunity to supply.
Hey, what about me?
I think that thanks would be... If you hadn't created the...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Be that as it may. You've...
Well...
Fine.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else?
Right! As Zhongli always...
Realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, my agreement with the cryo are... As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess... So Rex... Oh, come on. There's only one real possibility in my mind.
Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to
Say.
now that you... I mean, it all fits... Still, what sort of...
Ah, forget it.
Hear ye all! The Chi sings words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems... Look, it's Ningguang and Kuch.
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiful.
The long, unending...
Now that we have awoken, will you stand with the...
So concludes the words of Her Eminence. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really...
Is that the traveler who they...
So young.
The Liyue Chising always... Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
And to think, but it seems, well, that's...
Perhaps.
As for the mortals...
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right, if... You're right.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had...
Oh, no what? But since you weren't...
Well, we were only in the city of commerce, the Archon Morax. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of... That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. Yes, the Electro-Archon...
Paimon thinks...
That is the case. And
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there?
it's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstance... But if a person shows... This is what visions are.
Uh-huh. That's how people...
But starting from last year...
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the god?
I should think that in the...
Whoa.
The Animo Archon is the fact that even I, knowing her... 7 ideals for 7 gods. All right then. At the time of the Adept... Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti, could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? That said, I hinted as much to... How did I accomplish that? All right then. Was there... That said, I hinted as much to... How did I accomplish that? All right then. Was... That said, I hinted as much to... How did I accomplish that? All right then. Was there anything else you wished to know? Well then.
Rainy days are perfect for spacing out.
Amber, report. For the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
Leave it all to me. Yeah. Yeah. Surprise! Let the magic begin! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, this weather is awesome. Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look. I'll race you there.
I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Windblade!
Step on us.
Leave it all to me.
I must leave no stone unturned. I'll catch up.
Surprise! Cue the spotlight!
Steady as stone.
All in a day's work. Someone needs assistance.
Bet you can't keep up with me! I'll race you there!
Maybe I'm not cut out to be a huntsman.
Time to deliver. Hunters, hold on!
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has got...
Lady Ningguang!
Patience. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance.
Only sufficient Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as although these, I take this, you may ask.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some plot strike just the other day. So excuse me all, but
No.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber?
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again!
Of course. But how much information I share with the construction of... I have other... Remember.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, as it happens...
No.
Don't be like that. Hey, come on! Don't go! Why don't you stand there?
Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information! Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Children, come. You...
Oh, what is...
Oh, no. In fact, my old friends and I have been...
A gift? For Paimon?
When you traversed my old... That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy. Oh, I will not. The teapot that you entered previous.
So, in the eyes of an Adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world. But that's enough.
That's right!
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have all. What's more, well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glaze lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glaze lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've, in any case, smaragdus. Goodness knows if that.
Well,
yes.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. Yen Fei?
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you became one of Liyue's before finally defeating an ancient god together with a shame that we didn't meet. If we had, allow me to oh, yes, here's my business card. If you have an urgent
All right, Yen Fei. You'll have to excuse Yen Fei.
Paimon was good.
An Adeptus? He mentioned they had me, and once I was all grown up.
Well, that's a bit
Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much.
Is that Yen Fei?
I know, Granny, you've told me
Whoa.
Commercial consultant Krustle. A Snezhnayan merchant. He mentioned that he was considering, so I guess I'll go look for him. Oh, you wanted to.
Wow. And it best we be. Huh. They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, man. It's not.
I won't.
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Then Shinyu and Kiosk. How could you afford to...
Master, but here we are.
Boss, I'm telling... What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better.
Oh, you again.
Lilith. Well,
Silence!
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so you...
I've heard of... I could have dealt with it myself, though.
This is Liyue Harbor.
Laws. No. Apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten in...
She's so... Wait! That then of course...
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach. Psst. Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get...